Alright, so in this video I will be replacing this rim saver with new ones. So these are the replacements. They are still black. I just also want to share with you, we also have a cleaning kit to scrape up any residue left behind from removing this first installation of the rim saver. So Blade actually sell this removing kit, and I'll post a link where you can find this for a discount with the promo code used. So it comes with alcohol. You have some plastic plates, so this won't damage your rims. You can scrape up any of the residue remaining. You also have these foam-like, as well as a rotating blade that you can put on a drill. And I tried using this. It does not damage the wheel. It's made out of really soft material, a rubber material. It's probably softer than your actual tire itself. It will get off all the adhesive, any remaining residue. You will just use the plastic blade that they will provide inside this kit as well, with some rubbing alcohol and the foam-like material. You can easily just wipe it off, and we'll demonstrate that in a brief moment. So let's go ahead and take off this rim saver that's been damaged by a curve rash. And parking it in the sunlight actually showed me the actual impact as well as where all the curve rashes occur. So this is the first impact, and it looks like she actually scraped it first before she started trying to turn the wheel. So there's a good 12 inches, 1 feet of curve rashes on this rim saver. And we're going to remove this and actually see if there's any damage underneath the wheels, underneath the rims itself. I can see that there is a breach, but it doesn't look like it actually hit the rim itself. So this rash would have been on the wheel without this barrier, without this rim saver. So any barrier is better than nothing. And I have to admit, it might be the fact that this is made out of a polymer versus an actual metal on metal contact, so it doesn't indent the wheel with any impact. So here's the second impact when she actually turned the wheel to avoid any more curve rashes, but actually left another 6 inch or so of rash on this rim saver. So let's go ahead and start removing this, and then we'll see any damage underneath. First off, you want to remove the seam cover, and this does come with the rim saver. It's held in together by a super glue-like gel. To remove this, you just want to pull on one end of the rim saver and get as much as the adhesive onto the rim saver, just like a tape that you have stuck on some solid smooth surface for quite some time. You want to get as much of that adhesive onto that rim saver or tape, and then start peeling off slowly. So I'm doing this in the sunlight in hope that it softens some of the adhesive, but it looks like it still left a good amount of adhesive. So we're gonna see how well that rotating rubber blade does. And just continue to remove the rim saver slowly off the rim. And don't worry about any remaining residue adhesive still stuck on your wheel. We'll be able to get that off with the removal kit. So I'm working counterclockwise, and here I am pulling off where that breach occurred. And we'll take a first glance and see if there's any damage on the rim itself. So there's the penetration. Doesn't look like there's any indent or damage to the rim itself, but we'll clean this adhesive off and we'll take a closer look just to make sure there's actually no damage underneath that rim saver. So that's my only concern from this curve rash. So working my way around the wheels, and you can see there's some actually took off all the adhesive in some section, and it just really depends on how strongly this is bonded to the wheel. It's been about 2 or 3 weeks, so it does take approximately 72 hours for this adhesive to bond, this 3M. So definitely on there pretty sturdily. Here's the old rim saver, and we'll toss this away and we'll replace it with new ones. So we're going to replace it with the same color, black. It blends in well with the wheel. I do like the black one, but if you like to go different color, Rim Saver do have other options. So here's the alcohol. We're going to use this later on to clean off any residue, but we're going to start off with the rotating blade first. Okay, so it was getting pretty hot outside. It was over 100 degrees, so I brought the vehicle into the garage, and we'll finish the whole process inside the garage. What you want to do is get a drill, put that rotating blade on. It does have the adapter, and on low speed with low resistance, you want to work your way around the wheel either counterclockwise or clockwise, but against the actual adhesive itself. And again, this rotating blade will not damage your wheels. Just apply a little pressure and you will be able to get all the adhesive off. You can see a big chunk of it already came off and no damage to the wheel itself. And I'm gonna work away either counterclockwise or clockwise, and you wanna rotate against the path that you're moving towards to. So that will get most of the adhesive off, and any remaining residue, you can use the plastic razor blade. It's not really a razor blade, it just looks like a razor blade, but it's plastic. And also apply some alcohol with the foam. You can clean that up, especially in the corner of the wheels, the sponge-like material, and that should wipe away any remaining residue. So it will give you a smooth finish and prep for the replacement rim blades or rim savers. So just, again, work your way around. It takes honestly about 10 minutes with the rotating blade, and then cleaning it up another 5 to 10 minutes with the plastic blade. But then I was also recording. So I think overall a good estimate would be about 10 to 15 minutes to clean off the residue, adhesive, and prep for the replacement rim saver. So not a lot of time needs to be spent. It's a lot less time than you would have to remove your wheels or call somebody to come over your house and spend an hour just to prep your wheels and repaint it and let it dry. So that does take more time and more effort and definitely costs more. And I highly recommend this rim blade remover kit of the rim savers. It's definitely going to save you a lot of time, definitely worth it. So I'll post a link where you can find it with a promo code that will give you some percentage off. And here's the plastic blade. You want to use this to remove those tough to reach areas. So this will save you a lot of trouble trying to rub this off with your fingers. Again, use some alcohol and the sponge as the last step to remove any of the remaining adhesive residue. So that will give you a clean, smooth surface to prep for the replacement rim savers. Okay, if you're still hesitating about using that rotating blade, that will save you a lot of time because those big chunk of adhesive will not come off easy. So again, this material of the rotating blade is as soft, if not softer, than the tire itself. You can see here, I can actually squeeze it. And you can reuse this for other rims. So it's definitely a long-term investment if you are into preserving your rims from curb rashes and having to replace them. It's a fairly simple process. So here are the wheels completely clean with no more adhesive. So we use a rotating blade. Then we use the plastic razor blade to clean up hard to reach area, and then finish it off with some alcohol and a sponge. So that gives you that smooth surface in preparation for the reapplication of the rim savers itself. So we're gonna inspect any rim curve from that rim curve damage to the rim saver and just make sure there's no residue left. Again, just make sure the surface is pristine and just apply additional alcohol. Alcohol won't damage your wheels at all. And using the sponge to apply it and rub off any remaining residue. So let's go ahead and inspect this wheel completely from top to bottom. Okay, it looks like we got all the adhesive off, and we'll take a closer look of where that impact occurred. So if you recall from previous video, is the second and third spoke from the actual valve itself. But we'll go around the whole wheel just to make sure it didn't hit any other areas. So there's the stem and then it's the second spoke and third spoke right there. Nothing, no damage at all. So with that, the rim saver did its job, and we actually tested without planning to test it. So we're glad we have rim saver and we have replacement on them right now. So you're looking to get rim saver to protect your rims from curb rashes. Check out the link in the description of this video. There's also a promo code that will give you some discount. In addition, rim saver do sell other products such as the stem cap that we have on the tire itself, or the tire valve itself, which is red. So remember to subscribe, hit that notification bell for future videos to come. Catch you all next time.